So when we start to do that, we're actually starting to get into our drop technique. All right, so talking about drops, tons of different techniques out there. I watched a Jeff Lanowski video this morning where he was teaching drops, and he taught a manual technique where it's basically doing the manual off of the drop. Dude, that is really hard to master.
Yeah, that sounds pretty high end.
You have to get good at manualing in order to do that.
Yeah.
But let me tell you, that dude makes it look easy. He's a shredder. He's super good. All right. The technique that I want to teach you is really quick to pick up. It's easy to learn. And to be honest with you, it's the technique that I still use hitting bigger, like 6 foot, 8 foot, 10 foot drops. It's the same thing that I use every time, honestly.
Right.
It's called the lunge technique. The idea behind the lunge technique is when we have a drop, we want to get you down to the landing quickly without going up or without going out too far. Okay? So when is this applicable is when you have a drop and your landing is underneath the drop. It's not a technique that you would use so much if you had a drop and you had a big gap to your landing. Okay, that you might use a preload technique, like you're almost jumping off of it and trying to reach out to that landing. For this, we just want to get to that landing safely without going too far or without going unnecessarily high.
Right.
Think about big huck to flats. You know what I'm talking about? You got a big old drop and your landing looks like this. I don't want to go any higher than I have to. My knees and my back are getting tired of this, so I just want to get down smoothly. Okay. All right, so let's break down the technique a little bit right here. We'll take it to a slightly bigger drop and get it dialed. All right, exactly the same as the peek and push coming in, ready position. I might even go and get a little bit of a low peek in, but then instead of pushing my front tire down to the ground, I want to push it out quickly, very quickly.
So out you mean front?
Straight out.
Straight out.
All right, not up, not down, straight out in front of you.
What's the timing?
The timing is the same. So as my front tire gets right to the edge, the idea behind this technique is I want to accelerate my bike rapidly to here, and then it'll drop. Okay?
Okay.
So this lunge that I'm looking for, let's get this out in front of me there. It's here, I'm low, I'm ready, I'm peaked forward a little bit, and then I'm just going to get to the edge and rapidly push my bike straight out. Okay? And as I'm rolling off of this, it's going to accelerate my bike off of the edge. Here's the thing that a lot of people don't understand about this. You have to hinge from the hips. What do I mean by that? When I'm doing that push technique, I'm not just pushing here, all right? I have to actually hinge from the hips here. Think about, you see where my pedals are going? They're moving forward as I push. So do my legs. I have to extend out in front of me like this. Okay. Think about it this way. You can't come up with your body. So if I'm pushing out and my body's coming up, I'm not hinging from the hips properly. If I am continually getting lower, that means I'm hinging from the hips. All right? So we stay low through this entire movement.
Do you want to extend your arms fully?
Yes.
Fully.
So, yeah, I think it's a pretty quick snap. A drop this size, I might actually be getting close to being on the ground before I get a chance to get fully extended. Okay. Because what has to happen, before we hit the ground, we have to reset back to a balanced position.
Before we hit the ground?
Yeah, ideally. It's really hard to do on a tiny drop, but we're going to practice it, move to a bigger drop. Maybe we'll be able to feel it a little bit better. You want to demo just kind of what it looks like, and then we can... Sure. Yeah, we can go from there.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So preferably both wheel, if not front wheel.
Front wheel first actually gives you steering quicker, and it's more ideal than rear wheel. Rear wheel landings sometimes are pretty stylish, and if you see trials guys coming down to big flats, they do it a lot. But in our world, it gives you a lot of head slap. So when you land and you're like this, it kind of slings your body forward. Yeah,
that's kind of how I like when I practice jumps.
So what we want to do is, I mean, to me, what feels the best is level wheel landings. Let me try it one more time.
Oh, wow.
I stayed low through the whole thing. At no point did I let my body weight come up tall. That's the key.
Okay, let me try it.
Yeah. All right.
I pull up, right?
Honestly, it kind of looked like you're pulling up your rear wheel.
Yeah, that's how it felt like.
Yep, so think about staying low. You shouldn't really be doing anything with your pedals except pushing the bike forward, right? Hinging from the hips. Yeah, your rear tire came off of the ground about here.
Yeah,
it lifted.
Felt that.
Yep. I know a lot of people
that should never happen, right?
No, you really want to roll all the way off of this. There's no lift happening at all. Staying low. No. Still lifting. No. Yep. Instead of lifting, get your body lower during the push. Okay, what I mean by that is your body position actually looks good coming into it. And then you kind of do this like lifting thing where you're like picking up the bike. So think about this. Instead of lifting the bike, get your body low. Like, see if you can get into that like deep squat. Speed, it should just kind of be roll into it and it'll set the speed for you.
Looks so smooth.
You want to just hit it in your habit, the way that you feel comfortable first. And then we'll focus on technique. So what I'm seeing is two things. One, you're still lifting with the rear wheel and you're not getting the push extended as far as I would like to see it. So what's happening is you're getting a really bad effect. Exactly. Your front tire's going down too soon.
I feel it.
And your rear tire's still coming up.
Yeah.
Just keep working on it. Yeah. But I would say what you just did right there, worst case scenario. That was, it was so bad.
Okay.
That still pulled up. That's all though. So if we can break that habit, I think you're getting the rest of it. Yeah. We're at a 3 out of 10. That was like a 7 or 8 out of 10. All right, so almost there. I think you had just a little bit of preload and you almost boosted way out? Yeah. I think that's why you didn't get the 10 out of 10.
Oh, okay.
It's
so I shouldn't boost it.
No, don't boost it. Try to focus on getting down to the ground as quick as possible with just that quick lunge, that snap, that quick snap of the bike.
Okay.
Better. I think you're still boosting a little bit though. All right, dropping. Hey, you got it. Check, good. Hey, that's good.
Thanks.
All right. Different drops?
Sure, yeah.
Okay. In my opinion, the ones that we're going to, you're going to feel great on them, but it's going to be more like the technique that you're used to. Because it's fast, you almost have to treat these more like a jump. You know, like I was saying earlier, what we're doing is here, these are more like this. So, speed.
Am I landing far enough?
Yeah, heck yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, this is great. You want to start back a little more? Yee-hoo. Yeah, dude. All good? It looked great.